Hey parents, hey students, it's Mrs. Bell, and I want to jump on and give some tips and tricks on how parents can best support their son or daughter's music journey in orchestra. And so I've had some great questions come over from parents about, oh, how should the posture look? What should the bow hold look like? So I said, I'll make a video, get it out to parents, and then you know what you're looking for your students. So first up, let me talk about the bow hold. Third graders are working on the balance point in the bow hold. And so what they know, what they have learned how to do is how to find the balance point, which is the point where the bow balances on the finger, the pointer finger, and then that is where they can begin their bow hold. Okay? So you see I point my finger out with my right hand. They've done this in class, third grade has. They've done this in class. And then at that balance point, which is where the counterbalance between the tip of the bow and the frog of the bow is perfectly balanced, is where they can begin their bow hold. The reason for that is that their arms might not be long enough to do a frog to tip bow hold, but they can set a bow hold at the balance point and then focus on doing a balance point to tip bow stroke. Okay, once they set that bow hold, their two middle fingers are hanging over, the pinky finger is curved on the tip, and the pointer finger is resting. Also, if you look there, the thumb is curved and underneath, all right? And when we do something called rocket bow, they turn the bow vertical and down, up, down, up. They can do this independently of playing on the bow. They can also practice bow strokes down, up on a cake of rosin. Some of you, if you rented new instruments, the rosin cake looks like this one. This one's kind of scratched up, but if you look carefully, that scratched up part is what we need to make sure that the rosin gets onto the bow. And when we get good rosin on the bow then has enough traction to create sound on the string. So they've learned a little song in orchestra that just helps them remember how to rosin. I'm going to move my bow hold down to the frog for my 4th and 5th graders. And we just rosin by saying from the bottom to the top and the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top and the top to the bottom. And they can just practice rosining during their practice time. Now, 4th and 5th graders, your bow hold looks similar, except for my 4th and 5th graders, I've moved us from the bow, the thumb on the frog, to the thumb underneath the wood, all right? It is a difficult adjustment, but this is an advanced bow hold that I'm moving 4th and 5th graders to, all right? And so you can rosin the same way. 4th and 5th graders are also learning something we call pinky push-ups. And pinky push-ups just strengthen the pinky, making sure that the pinky is doing the work for the bow hold. Not our elbow, not our arm, the pinky. And so when 4th and 5th graders rocket bow at the frog, we can go down, caving the wrist down, and then bringing it back up and bending the wrist. Down, cave the wrist, up, bend the wrist. All right. That is my virtual bow hold clinic. I'll be back for more posture tips for parents. Thanks for tuning in. Talk soon, y'all. Bye.